MediaMix. It is me, the big
It's your
Kahuna
boy.
Claus. And we're doing a special Christmas episode today. We are doing Tim Allen's greatest movie ever.
Hell yeah.
The Santa Claus. And today I have with me... Say your name, Steve.
I'm Vicky.
Cool.
Alrighty.
You just said names.
Stop.
What's
Jack.
up? I'm Jack.
I'm Nick.
And I'm Alex.
Well, that seems so scripted.
And then we have Nick behind the cameras.
Yeah.
Hey,
Doing the controls.
audio listeners, love you to death, but there's two Nicks.
Oh, yeah.
They sound
There's
different,
one
so it's
with
okay.
antlers and one without antlers.
Audio listeners, Nick is wearing
So
the antlers.
now if you're listening
and
to
then
the audio,
other
make
Nick
sure
is
to watch
not
our videos
wearing
to
the
tune in and
antlers.
see what we're talking about.
All right, let's continue.
No, we love our audio listeners.
I'm
We would
also the
never-
one with bells, so all they're gonna hear is like.
That's okay.
You see, like,
That's
Santa
festive.
crawling
Wait, can
around
you
here.
hold on, everyone? Yeah, no, you can't pick that up on audio. Okay.
And for the record, I'm the one who brought all the antlers and stuff for everybody, and I don't really know why I'm
we
not
didn't
wearing
get
one.
the memo.
I don't even know why I'm not wearing one. Everybody just kind of took them, so I just wrapped this thing around me. So don't come at me. I'm
No,
festive.
you're wearing your signature Bass Pro Shop hat, so
Yeah,
you're
that's
covered.
festive
You're covered.
enough, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah. You want some more hats? We got some over here.
Please subscribe so I can buy a new.
I was gonna
hat.
say, I didn't realize that, and Vicky, so graciously, what a nice friend, yelled at me and said, "No, you idiot! It's Santa Claus, spelled C-L-A-U-S-E, like a clause."
Yes.
They
the-
literally say that in the movie.
Yes,
It's literally a
The last
clause.
time I've seen Santa Claus was when I was like 10.
Sir, I watch this movie every single year.
Me
It is
too,
a
but like
tradition. And
I
now-
never like paid attention to the point
Is
where
that
I
a
realized that.
Sir,
It
you don't
is
want
a
to spell
flex.
Santa Claus? Please commit death.
It is a tradition
I
every
don't-
single year when
I
it
always
pops
watch
up
the
on our
second one, not really the
DVR
first one.
I
because
don't-
someone
Yeah.
decided to record it.
I didn't remember a lot from this one. I watched it and I was like, I watched this as a kid. This is awful.
This is my first time
It was
ever
so
watching
great.
this movie.
I
Did you
watched.
like it?
What'd you
I
think?
liked it.
Oh my god, he was laughing the whole time.
It was so funny, dude.
Was it funny? Was it funny for the reasons of like it actually being funny, or was it funny because it was terrible?
It was
No,
both.
the-
Like,
it
it was
was-
funny because it was Tim Allen, and then it was also funny because
Yeah.
some things in there were really funny.
like Tim Allen
It's the
being
best
suctioned
Christmas
down a
movie.
little.
I'm
Like it
telling
being
you this.
1994
Temperature thing.
graphics.
Oh
Oh my
God!
gosh. And like just straight up like that beginning scene where they kill Santa or like he kills Santa.
Uh.
Like, hey, you up there? And he's like, and then just falls into a pile of snow and dies.
You killed Santa.
No, okay.
I did not.
You know what was so weird to me? Like the kid ran out and he's like, "You killed Santa, Dad." He's like, "Oh, happy."
No, he said
No,
you
you
killed him.
No, he said you got him.
Yeah, he did not. It did not show like he was sad at all. He was just like, "You killed Santa. You killed Santa." He's like, "Can we go ride the sleigh now?"
Daddy, you killed Santa.
Take up the
Yeah, it
mantle
wasn't
now.
sad at
Well,
all.
it's a kid. He's like Santa. Oh my god.
I think they used to have, because I remember him deflating,
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
It deflated.
But I remember like seeing it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I remember
it
like
happened. You
like
see it.
Yeah.
no, like
Not in
you
the
don't see him like
movie.
go like I thought he would do that, but
Oh,
no, he just
no.
turns around.
No, it's
I
just
remember,
like the air puffs out.
I remember as a kid,
Maybe they took
watching
that
him
out
like
'cause
real life,
it's-
just like probably because that's
Maybe they took
morbid.
it out because it's too morbid. Yeah.
Well, you don't really like see like his hands. It's like covered in gloves, so it
Yeah.
just sticks out. But like clothes just like deflate.
Well,
a
it went
little.
from one shot having it like full, like there's
Mhm.
a person in it, to the next shot there was nothing.
Oh.
It was just the clothes.
Yeah.
We watched it a couple hours ago.
hours ago.
Yeah.
Maybe our memories just
Fresh in your
kind of
mind.
jarred.
I mean, I'd watch it again. It's a great movie.
I mean, you watch it like every year. so.
Exactly.
I'd watch it again. next year.
I get surprised
watch it in
every
the
year.
summer.
It's so good.
Now, on the topic of like the animations being 1994. To be fair, when you had the up close shots of the reindeer, they actually looked not terrible.
Well,
It's because they're animatronics, yeah.
I
you
love
think they were
Comet.
puppets or animatronics?
They're like puppets.
I think
They're
it was a
probably,
little
like,
bit of like
suits that people
computer
had.
generation mixed in there with some animatronic going on.
Guys, what did you think of Comet?
I love Comet.
I love
He's the best boy.
What an
Who's
ugly
the one in-
bastard.
The
Who's
second
the
movie.
really dumb one?
The second movie. I think
Yeah.
that's the second movie. What's his name?
Prancer.
No.
No, it's not a. It's like a dumb.
It's like a
name.
derpy
Carl
name.
or something.
Carl.
Fact checker.
Well, they had him, and
A
I was like,
reindeer named Carl.
the reindeers don't look that bad. I mean,
No,
and
they
like
don't.
I thought
following.
for 1994, I was like, that's pretty
Yeah,
good, you know.
but immediately followed was the scene where the one reindeer just like. And I'm
they're
like,
all, no, they're all
alright.
just sitting there like.
Wasn't
ripping
that
ass.
Comet? That was Comet.
That was
Yeah,
Comet.
that
Yeah.
Rip ass for no reason.
God.
Bro,
They
where
always
was
do that.
where was Rudolph though?
Well, he called him Rudolph, and it's like, hey,
There's
not
no
funny.
there's no Rudolph.
There's no Rudolph.
No.
no,
What do you mean? There's no Rudolph?
There's
There's
no
no
Rudolph.
It's a
There's
gonna
fictional
guide them in the middle of
character,
the night.
Jack.
Santa.
No, with the bright nose. They need to
He
see.
just got
It wasn't
headlights.
foggy that night.
They don't.
Plus,
Yeah,
he's
and
a
then
fictional
in the later
character,
movies,
Jack.
They like adjust
I'm
it.
pretty
And, like,
They
sure they
improve
explain
it.
decommissioned
it
Rudolph for
in
this
some
movie.
It was the dumb reindeer in the second movie. His name is Chet.
Oh, Chet.
He's
yes.
a reindeer in training.
And he always like you just because like the words like Tim Allen just screaming Chet.
The way the reindeer talk, they talk like blah 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 blah, blah like that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like Rowda Rowda from.
So
yeah, from
funny.
Chowder.
Chet always
Chowder.
talks differently because he's like.
He kind of takes after Tim Allen. He's like,
So
Doesn't it sound like the reindeer kind of are like the noises are sounded by Tim Allen just a little
Yeah.
bit?
I
I wouldn't be surprised.
I
if
wouldn't
they
be
were-
I can kind of
surprised.
see
Don't
if they
you
that.
were
think?
done by like I don't know, like Gilbert Gottfried or any gifted voice person.
so
Oh my God, it's me!
so what makes me
Rudolph.
wonder, right? So they're all like, oh, there's this freak who's dressed up as Santa, and then
Yeah.
at the end of the movie, the one psychiatrist finds out that he's Santa, and instead of being like Santa, like a normal adult, he goes Santa. I was not the.
His mind was blown.
I-
It was Santa. And
yeah.
he got his weenie
No,
whistle.
He got his weenie whistle.
What was with that, bro? He's
He's
like,
a weenie.
yeah, I always wanted a weenie whistle. I
I
never
was
got
three,
it.
I
All
wanted a
things.
weenie whistle, and I didn't
What's
get
his
my
name
weenie
again?
whistle, and that's when I stopped.
I saw that. I saw that
Neil.
scene. He was
Neil?
like, no,
Neil.
Oh my God.
no weenie
Neil's the
whistle. I'm
best
like,
character
Jack,
throughout
have you
the
seen
whole
the second
series.
and third movie?
No.
Oh my
I gotta
god.
watch
He gets
it.
better.
Do
He
that.
gets better in those movies.
Don't worry,
Oh,
we'll
yeah.
do the second one next Christmas.
but no, yeah, his
I am
backstory.
watching the rest
his
of the movies
backstory
with
is
Jack.
absolutely
We're watching it
tragic.
tonight.
No weenie whistle on Christmas.
No
Oh my
weenie whistle
gosh,
at the age of
I'm
3?
sobbing.
I was not competent enough at the age
Yeah.
of
How
3.
did he? That doesn't make any
But
sense.
the thing is like if you're 3 years old, you'd be like, I want.
Well, technically, like we don't
Toys.
really have the
Thomas
cognitive
Fitton.
ability to remember anything.
Right, so they'd be like, oh, it looks like Santa didn't get it for you this year, and you're like, oh,
Next thing.
and just keep like going at with your other toys. Like
Yeah.
you don't
he
care.
was smart. He really wanted that weenie whistle.
Like maybe if you're like
Yeah,
7
no,
or
I
8.
mean, I remember
Yeah.
like some deep memories from when I was like really young. I don't know if I was 3, but I remember I
You're
was
probably
really
like
young.
6 or 7.
What were
Well, I
they?
don't know, man.
Let's get into this.
I was sitting on the floor. My mom picked me up.
Wow.
Wow.
That's
Traumatizing.
That's
did
so
you,
weird.
Absolutely.
Did she
I
drop you
remember-
after that?
You still believe in Santa after that?
did you guys actually believe in Santa for like
Yes.
a long time?
Oh yeah.
My parents
Yeah,
are.
really?
My parents. Listen. My
do you
parents
mean?
are
What are you
still
talking
keeping
about?
up.
do you
Santa's
mean?
still real.
My parents are still
It's Tim
keeping
Allen.
up the act of him being alive still.
Well, yeah, because it's fun.
And my sister, who is 24 and works with children, still keeps up the act for herself as well.
I mean,
still do.
I don't
Like-
totally disagree with
Well,
it.
like what?
But do you-
What's the
okay,
point?
but, like-
Well, hang on, hang on, hang on,
Hold on.
Be like, no.
But listen.
Wait, wait,
no
wait, wait.
way.
Who's our audience here?
Little
Are we
children.
even able to say things like
we are
this?
spoiling
Exactly,
the
like,
whole
why-
magic for all little
Okay,
kids.
Spoiler
watching this
alert.
video.
I will say that most of the gifts have been from my parents, but there was this one year that no one was home. We all left together. No presents by the tree. We came back. There was a freaking present under a tree.
The
Grandma?
neighbors.
And no one else had a key to our house.
Was it
Explain
grandma?
that.
Oh, you
Okay,
know.
that's the only thing that I've like ever has been like, how did that end up there?
It's
But-
a Christmas
miracle.
what?
I got
Mr.
presents under the
don't know.
tree.
That was just the most random
Yeah,
thing.
I don't know what you
like,
guys are talking
present.
about. Santa's real.
I think that-
You know
I
the
still
way
get presents from
found
every
out?
year, so
How'd you
y'all are
find out?
tripping.
Well, there's a Walgreens tag under one of the things in my stocking. And I'm like,
Santa shops at Walgreens.
What did you
That
get
and
from
and kids
Walgreens?
told
I
me.
think it was just
What was it?
It was just some like
Toy.
thing in my stocking. I don't know.
there was some kid.
It's from
I
Spencer's.
don't think there was any kid who like ruined it for me. I think at just a certain age there
You're
was
just
like,
like,
I mean,
it can't
like,
be,
a
you
kid
know?
told me before, and I just decided not to believe him. And then the tag was like, "Yeah."
I would sleep in the living room where my tree is, and I would see like my mom and dad putting presents in their tree. So
Well, it's also like my mom wraps all these gifts, and I see her wrapping it, and I see the wrapping paper. I'm like, oh, okay,
It's
she
the same
wrapped.
wrapping
I'm like,
paper.
yeah. I was like, you should. I told her, I think like a couple years later, I'm like, if you're trying to keep up the illusion of like Santa, you should probably not let them see you have that wrapping paper, because then they're just gonna look at it and be like, oh.
You know, I'm really sorry to the 10-year-old kid who's listening to this podcast that just got Santa spoiled for him
Yeah.
because you
Hey,
guys are just
10-year-old
sitting
kid.
here.
Hey, 10-year-old
No,
kid.
seriously,
Tenants
why?
don't
No,
even
no,
say-
no, no.
Why are you guys sitting here and talking
so
about
remember-
this?
What were you
Come
about
on.
to
Remember-
say, Schneider?
we
I
can
was gonna-
we can
Remember
put
the
a
whole
warning at
moral
the
of
beginning.
this
No, it's probably just
No,
gonna
no,
get
okay,
cut out
so-
because.
Hey, don't cut this
in the
out.
Yeah, what do
movies-
you mean?
In the
Good
movie,
conversation.
So you guys know
In the
how
movie, so
You
like
know-
in the movie, like they
Yeah, yeah.
say.
I hate
Yeah. Keep going, Alex. Keep going.
I'm just gonna keep going
Keep
until I
going,
get
keep
it.
going,
Okay.
Alex, keep going.
So they're like, oh, when you become an adult, you don't remember magic. So to young listeners, we're all adults, so we don't remember magic and Santa.
Well, it just-
But Santa's
Well, you
real.
gotta- you gotta
Santa's
remember the
real.
whole moral of this movie. It's that like seeing isn't believing.
Believing is
Believing is
seeing. It's because like
That
the
shit
magic
hits
would
deep.
the magic like just fades out on adults. We just like stop believing. That's the thing.
I mean, we stopped believing before we were adults.
But this is the question that bothers
I don't know
me,
about you, Jack.
which I think was also another reason. They were like, Santa builds toys. So I was
Yeah.
like, does
No.
he go and like, does he get
elves
like
do.
what?
Yeah, they
The
are.
Okay,
elves
whatever.
do.
The elves, but he,
Okay.
he is both manufacturer and distributor.
Yeah.
So does that mean he's like, hey, Microsoft, I know you just came out with your new Xbox, but I now need the plans on how
no,
to
Need
see,
the
build
that's
it.
what
schematics to make
confuses
them.
me because how he builds wooden toys in the workshop in the movie and like stuffed animals and all those like handmade looking toys, and then like there's presence of like electronics
what
and
I
like a
think?
canoe and stuff.
You know, I think
I'm sure
I
he
think
gets
you guys are thinking about
imports.
this too deeply,
Okay.
bro.
He gets imports. It's very
I'm just-
simple.
He was like, how does he get the exact plans to make an Xbox One Series X for every single kid who for Christmas who actually deserves it?
Listen,
this
man,
doesn't make any
I
sense.
think
He gets
because we were talking about
imports. He's a
just yesterday-
businessman. He gets
Yeah,
them
he's a
imported from
businessman.
You guys are
Microsoft.
thinking way too
He
deep
just
into
trades
this, bro.
it.
Okay,
Did you guys notice the like pretty obvious plot hole in this movie?
what plot
What?
hole?
The fact that if
Santa
there
isn't
is a
real.
real Santa Claus, right? Why do some of the adults not believe in him? Because who puts the presents
Exactly.
under the tree then?
Okay, I
Do
heard.
those
I had that
presents just
same.
magically
Yeah,
come
that,
from-
that,
yeah.
was the main thing because he's bringing the kayak down.
Yeah.
What parent's just gonna be like,
Did you get
buy
that?
that?
I'm sure
I
there's
don't
just
remember
a void
buying it.
place
Because
between
most
those
parents
parents
are like,
when
oh
that
no, I didn't
happens.
buy that. Santa bought that, and they're like, did you buy that? Like they kind of like keep up the act.
They
Did you
both
buy it? No,
decide
I
in their
didn't. They just
heads.
keep up the act
They
all
both decide
year,
in their
so no
heads
one
that one of them
Phil,
is
did you
lying
buy
to
the
other.
$500
and even
boat in the driveway?
And like in their bank statements, I don't see it anywhere here.
and even if that's it, so like for the next two movies, how is not everyone like, guys?
he
We
hasn't seen it yet, so no spoiler. for
well,
him.
no, but I'm just saying it. How is everyone not like, guys? There's a real Santa. We just, like there was.
Yeah. Also.
There's 15 witnesses to this. It was on video. Like,
Well, you
Yeah,
see, Nick.
but like also when he got arrested too, or like they were like outside the house, like at the end of the movie where he like went away in the sleigh, like there were people watching.
he's
Yeah.
just
Like, how
but
did
not
like
a
no one
lot.
else like go out and like take pictures or something?
So
It was 1994.
Yeah,
Okay,
they
well-
didn't bring their like camcorder.
You
like,
were thinking
all right,
All right,
That is
guys,
true.
stay still so I can take this 10-second
Those would be like the
photo.
pictures,
When
those would be like
was,
the
when
pictures
was
of
Photoshop
UFOs
made?
that we have nowadays, where it's like, guys, this is a UFO. Trust me, and it's like this little
19.
blurry thing in the sky.
It's just like 2 pixels.
You know, I had a funny story. So you know what kind of
Is it
made me?
relevant?
Yeah, it is relevant.
Okay.
No, it's about Grant.
Jet's
It's
Pizza.
about Grant again. It's
Why?
about Jets Pizza. Anyway,
Go ahead.
That was
what tipped
good.
me off about me, what made me suspicious of Santa when I was little. So one time I got a present, right?
Mhm.
And it said like Merry Christmas from Santa, and then I take the sticker off the present, and on the back it's like made in China.
Maybe
Like,
North Pole's also in China.
Huh.
Maybe there's a Chinese Santa.
Like,
Maybe
I
he
thought
just
the
buys goods from
No,
other countries.
I thought he made his presents in the North Pole, not China.
No.
Also,
his
another-
factory is
Dude,
in North
I
Pole.
never did
but
any
he
of
has
this
like
investigating
multiple.
into
No,
this.
I didn't
no,
know that.
I was
He
He
happy
has
with
like
the
multiple
presents I got. I was like,
factories throughout the world
I was-
that all
I was
like
sus-
it's kind of like different
To be fair, mine was on like a Pez.
buildings of like different restaurants or stores at different locations, but like the main one is either like in this state or that state. It's like the North Pole, South Pole. It's like around the world, but the main ones are there.
So
Counter
actually,
argument.
Okay.
something.
Okay.
That's
Why are they
dumb.
comers? That is
Moving
not.
on.
It's smart.
But something.
It makes sense.
Something that
I'm
was
gonna say
smart
that.
that my parents had me do is like they're like, can you write the like from Santa in cursive or like or whatever, because like they'll notice our handwriting on one gift from like Omi and Oba, like for the grandkids. And
Yeah.
they're like, if you write it, they won't make that connection. Because I made that connection when I was a kid, and they were like, we don't want that again. We want
You know that
I
that
never
actually
made any of these
reminded
connections,
me.
dude.
But I told him, I was like, you guys spent like $5,000 on these kids. Like,
All right,
screw Santa.
Nobody really cares.
Okay, but like,
I'm just saying.
let's
that's
talk
the
about
stupid part
the
Santa.
let's talk about this movie. I feel like they did like such a like good job at representing like the different elves, like because
Oh yeah.
throughout every like different shots in the movie, you can see there's pointy ears on like some of the children just walking around every time you see a shot of Scott Calvin and his son, or like what, or like by himself or something, because I like at the end of the movie you can like definitely see the elves in it at the beginning, but there are different shots like in between the movie, like in the middle, that you see different elves, and so they're kind of like watching over him, which I think is really cool.
Yeah, every time there was an elf,
I'd be like, oh,
Jack,
that's an elf.
Look, that's an elf. That's an
Yeah,
elf.
so-
I'm like,
Wow, there
Okay,
are
I
so
can see
many
the pointy
elves in
ears
this
now.
movie. Very good.
They also don't seem very upset that the last Santa died.
No, because I saw a TikTok about a guy like explaining this, because like it was always, I don't know. I think
knew.
it's cool. It's like a different like theory that I've never thought of.
Did
But
they always know? Were they?
no, because what the guy was saying is because there's a loop happening in this like Scott Calvin's life where like he like has Santa fall off the roof, but that's actually Scott Calvin that's falling off the roof. And so it's just an endless cycle. And then in this movie, it's finally him breaking the cycle and realizing like he's Santa, because in the other cycles he wasn't like realizing he was Santa. That's what
I've heard that
That's what the guy
conspiracy
was
theory.
like talking about, but I don't know how well that
What?
works.
Maybe
Is this
he
like
just,
directed by
he, like,
Christopher Nolan?
forgets, like,
Jesus.
I don't know, but
it's deep, bro.
Yeah.
It's deep.
it's
This
kind of
is-
interesting to think that could happen, but
I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't
This movie
think
is
it's
like the
that
prequel
deep.
to Tenet.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's just the Tim Allen
It's really
paradox.
cool.
So in this movie, the first, I think it's the Santa that fell off the roof. Maybe it's the Santa that fell off the roof, but the director of the movie's name is John Pasquin, and he played one of the Santas that like was in the movie. I
Oh
don't know
my
if I don't know if
gosh.
it's the one that fell
Maybe it
off
was the
roof,
one that
but-
got detained.
Maybe
It
the
just-
one in the first clip.
it was
It just says
probably that
Santa
one
number
Santa
6.
that got this shoots a rental.
You
Like
know
that
what-
one.
Yeah, it
you
could
know
get
what it
all
was?
the-
yeah.
All the
You know-
Santas
do
that
you
were
know
getting
who it was?
arrested.
It was at the office party, the Santa who had the secretary on his lap.
Oh, you probably. But if it was like number 6, probably would have been like the first one that showed up number 1, and then 2 and 3. So like not immediately in the
Yeah, I
beginning of
don't
the movie, but later.
I think
on.
it was the Santa that fell off the roof, but I think it was like he was one of these
I think it's
Santas.
the one getting
That's funny
arrested.
though.
I definitely think it was the Santa getting
Also,
arrested.
as a kid, I never understood the joke of when they walk into the Denny's and there's all the Asian people. And
Wait, what?
as a kid, I was like, oh, they're just people. But now I'm like, oh, they're Asian. They
They're
don't.
still people.
Yeah, no, but I'm just saying they don't celebrate Christmas.
I thought that was such a funny
that
bit.
was a joke.
Yeah,
I was
because
just like, why is there
the-
so many people?
I-
at
there's a-
It was a
Denny's
joke
right now?
because Tim Allen was like, "Oh, Denny's, you heard of Denny's? It's American pastime." And you go into the Denny's and there's just like a Japanese like business company
Yeah.
having like a dinner there.
But they like
it's also
there's
an
a,
ongoing joke from like A Christmas Carol,
Oh, is it?
because it's like when the dogs eat the turkey and they're forced to go out to eat to
Denny's.
Oh,
not
was- I
Denny's,
just-
but it was like a
Bro,
they had
Like
they
Bob
had,
Evans
It was
before
just-
it went
Chinese
to shit.
restaurant, and they had the duck, and they like the duck's head was still on. And they're like,
oh, I remember that. I
she
remember that.
screams, and she's like, "What's wrong?" And the father's like, "It's the head." oh, gee.
Dude, it was so
Great
funny though. Where like they went to the Denny's and the
All the
she's like, "How can I
dads-
help you?" And the kids like burnt the turkey. And she's like, "Oh, burnt the turkey."
over here.
She was like,
Over
"Follow
here.
me."
And there's like 3 other dads with their kids.
There was like a guy who like
Like-
had bandages on his hand.
He's
Burned
like, "Hey,
his
you burnt the
hand.
turkey too?" He's like, "Yeah."
It's a hard knock life.
It just looked like a bunch of single parents too in there.
It's a hard
Can I
knock
get some
life for
eggnog?
divorced
We're out.
fathers and
Can I get
Christmas.
some chocolate milk? We're out.
We're out.
All right, I'll just take some
Regular
milk.
I was just totally expecting the kid to be like, "Damn it!" Just lose his shit.
This day has gone from bad to worse. God.
What are you going to be with you, Dad?
That's it. I'm at my limit. Just fucking
I can't take it anymore.
downward spiral, and this kid goes insane.
It's also extremely sad how it's like him and his divorced wife and his divorced wife like, I knew I shouldn't have left him with him. And you're like, wow, Merry Christmas.
You know who Tim Allen this movie reminds me of?
Don't say my dad.
Well, I was gonna say Han Solo and like Harrison Ford. Cause,
Then
like,
in turn,
they're both like they're all very I don't know they're both very like snobby and like sarcastic characters.
Yeah, I guess
you
like
know.
a cocky.
Yeah, like it's like that kind of like dad or whatever. I don't know.
It's so
it just,
funny. It's such
It is.
dad
They're both
humor.
I
they're
love
both
it.
snobby, quick-witted.
Yeah.
They
Yeah, always
they
have,
hit
like,
all
these
their
sarcastic
one-liners
comebacks
and
and, like-
play Santa Claus.
I know. It's so
Like
good.
when they transform him, why does he look so good as Santa Claus? It doesn't make any
Are
sense.
we
I
sure
like-
it's still Tim Allen? Looks too good.
I like the different shots of like the children just lining up to like tell him that like their gifts. Like at the park, they were just like
At
random
the,
children
at the
walking
soccer
up to
game.
him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, the first kid, I was like, wow, this girl's a savage. She just sees a fat guy sitting on a bench. She's like, that is Santa Claus, and I'm going to go sit on his lap and
Yeah.
ask for a
Sitting
present.
at
Also-
the park today.
Yeah. Also, I'm surprised there wasn't like other parents. How is there no other parents
No,
there
yeah.
being like,
Why weren't they like, no,
what,
no, no, don't
what are you doing
do
with
that.
my kid?
I mean, honestly, I don't know.
Because all the
it's just, like,
parents are bad parents in this movie.
I don't know.
Obviously.
Especially like his mom, who like mid game dragged her son out of
Out
Yeah,
of
it.
the
why would you do
game.
it
When
mid-game?
it's, like,
That made no sense.
Yeah.
like,
He was like,
and
I'll
she
leave,
walked
and she's
through
just
the
like,
game too.
Yeah. Oh my god.
So here's, they made a joke that I pointed out, which I guess has nothing really to do with it, but they made a drug addict joke about Tim Allen or about
Oh, yeah.
about him, and I was like, that's not really funny
Wait,
when
what
you
joke?
know. There was a joke about him being like a drug like he made it like a haha funny like I used to do drugs in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
But then
the
in
60s thing.
Oh yeah, no, like I lived through the 60s or whatever. I was like, how
Oh.
funny.
Oh, that was funny.
Not as funny when you realize that Tim Allen used to do coke.
Wait, really?
Yeah, he got arrested for doing coke.
When?
In like the 80s.
Oh, damn. So earlier.
No. Yeah, no, look it up. He got arrested for that.
Oh
That's
my
where
God.
that's where he's got his signature
Just
groan
imagine
from.
Tim Allen doing a lot. Just doing
We're here for tool time!
Two time, yeah!
Come here, Al!
I'm building a house while flying.
Saw this boat in there!
That's the
Hey,
wrong
oh my
dude.
God, he is. I saw this boat in half.
Yeah, Home
how is
Improvement
he
was
doing,
a
by the way?
high idea.
How's Phil Swift doing?
You act like he's like my brother.
You've met him!
Yeah, once.
That's awesome!
It is pretty
Audio listeners, Zach
don't get
has
to
met
meet
Phil
Phil
Swift,
Swift. I
and
don't
they're
get to do
actual
that.
brothers.
We're in the presence of a.
Oh!
We're in
even
the
know what
presence
to
of a
call you.
fellow
I've
Swiftian.
never
A
watched the
Swifter.
show.
A Swiftian is here.
Swifter.
Did you say he gave you like a cookie or something?
What?
I saw
Did
this
you
cookie
say like
in
shared
half.
his like cookie with you or something
Shared a
like that?
cookie.
Shared a cookie.
Yeah. I thought you were like, yeah, you came up and like gave me a piece of cookie or something like.
I saw him in the food court.
Yeah, guys, Zach knows Phil Swift.
No, I
Alright.
don't.
Like and subscribe.
What was your favorite scene in this movie, guys?
Favorite scene.
Every scene that Bernard was in.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Why did you
Like
like
all
Bernard
three?
so much?
He's not.
Bernard?
Oh what?
Do you
He's
just
13 in this movie.
Oh.
Okay, but when he was young,
do you just like angry
'cause,
young
like-
New York boys?
Yeah, but he's
No.
so like, hey, Santa, like, he's like,
hey,
I don't know.
Santa
he was
Claus.
dominant.
Like,
He's hot?
Dominant.
yes, what she said. Yeah, but
Where
like,
did we go wrong?
I don't know. He was
What happened?
Okay, so this is like
The
Vicky
way-
and like
no.
okay, so when you first watch a movie with
the way that
when
he
you're
was
like
just
young
so
and you
like,
see him, it's like oh he's older and
Yeah, I
like
know.
oh my
But, like-
god, it's like still the same mentality.
But like the way that he was like so like he was like demanding. He was like, "You're Santa. Like this is what you're doing." Like I don't know.
Like-
I just thought he was so cool.
Especially in the
You
later
liked
He
how
was
movies.
he was-
cool. He was a cool dude.
You liked how he was like this.
It made it seem like he's been through this same thing
Exactly.
a million
That's,
times.
He has.
He's
that's
like,
like
old.
the theory. That's
whoa,
the
whoa, whoa,
theory
yeah,
I was
yeah,
talking
that kind of
about.
like ties back with your theory. He's like,
Exactly.
okay, I've been through this.
Like
I've been through this
multiple
crap
times.
multiple
Yeah.
freaking
So-
Even
times.
if it's
Wait,
not the
hang on,
same dude
hang
that
on.
happens all the time, this is a cycle that happens continuously.
Exactly.
So
they've
basically-
been through this like lots of
Yeah.
times.
If I made a movie and I just put a character in there whose personality was that of like a very angry young New York man who's like on the verge of going insane
Well, he has
from
to
work,
be attractive.
you would love that
Now-
character to death
I just
and fight for his love.
so
Well, if he was sarcastic, yeah.
I just thought of something. So you know the scene where they have like the suit and they're like, it's flame repellent, so if you fall in a fireplace that's already lit, you'll be okay.
What if I fall off the roof?
What happens if I fall off
So
the
ignore
roof?
ignore like the whole paradox or whatever. Say like there has been multiple Santas. How many Santas before that Santa have How many times?
Then who would pick up the coat? Because the coat would be burnt to
Well,
a
I
crisp.
saved the coat hasn't like caught on fire, but imagine like some guy's like, oh, what a nice coat, and he like
It's a
puts it
magical
on.
coat.
And he just doesn't see that like he's like, oh, that's weird, the fire's out. I swear. I put
Well,
that
no, because
on."
you said the new one has become like fire resistant. So what about the old one?
The old one. Well, no.
So Santa
th-
just burnt
it's
alive.
No,
he
it
wears it
wasn't-
under his
It was
coat.
under the coat.
They create Santa
So-
clones.
So say if the
Oh
coat.
my
So that
God.
means but then
To a
like.
third movie.
What if he's in like I don't know rural Mississippi or whatever, and he falls down a fireplace, and then he just gets shot?
I mean,
Well,
that's
you
kind
heard a
of
gun?
that. And the
He-
dogs
yeah,
are
he
about to
did.
like.
The dogs
maul
are
him.
about to maul him, yeah.
Yeah.
There's got to be a lot of Santas before this Tim Allen one.
You know,
How many Santas died in the making of this movie?
Yeah.
I like the
Santa
world
Claus
must
too.
know.
they had of like when there's not a chimney there and it forms a chimney.
I did.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
really
That was
cool.
cool.
I want to see more of those.
Some of the other animations weren't as
I,
like
loved,
how the-
I loved it
Or-
in the first when they first took off, and then it goes down the.
That's the
the
worst
roof.
one.
No,
yeah,
that's
watching
so
watch him come
bad.
out of the chimney and it's like, and it's like, ah.
It felt like I was
The
on
whole
like
chimney is just
LSD.
wah, wah.
I love how the kid too becomes like a engineering genius when they're like
Exactly.
redesigning the sleigh. He's like, yeah, I put in these cool hot cocoa makers, a cookie dispenser, like an altitude meter,
I
and
mean, he just told the elves to do that.
I
Yeah.
guess, but like, how do you think about all this? I don't
Did you
know.
not see this? The scene where
Kids
he's.
all the time have such amazing ideas.
Did you
mean,
not
yeah.
see
Good
the
point.
scene of him like on the sleigh and he's like, "I'm doing great, Dad," and then like goes
No.
back to welding? It's
Oh
like,
my
oh my god!
You know what's
Where'd you learn that?
You know what's freaking awkward when he was in his bedroom with like the chairs and like the reindeer like things, and he was like, "Yeah, Santa," and
Oh,
he was just
yeah.
like, I was like, "Oh my god!" If I was a mother, I literally would just like be like, "What did I
What do
It'd
you
be-
mean? That's
what did I
like,
do?
It'd be more awkward if all you heard was a chair squeaking and a whip. It's like, yeah, go. It's like,
What do you mean by that, Nick?
It was just so awkward.
Santa.
I was like,
Also, way to plug
Santa's,
yourself in there, Disney.
Santa's
What?
Magical
Oh, yeah.
Dungeon.
There's a scene where he's like,
Honestly,
he's
I
like,
didn't
The
even
Disney-
realize
oh,
yeah,
yeah,
he's like,
the
oh yeah, we just got satellite at
The
Disney
Disney
Channel
Channel.
now.
Oh
It's
boy,
like,
I wonder if it was made by Disney.
it's like, oh, I wonder who made this. Disney has made a
There
lot.
was a Sony TV in the beginning.
Why isn't it a Disney TV?
Did you like when the elves rescued Charlie on the roof? Did you guys like how Charlie like defied gravity as he just held
Yeah,
the
because-
hand of the elf and floated
yeah.
up with him?
Yeah, he's like, hold on.
All right, maybe, just
Dislocated his
maybe
arm.
he has like super strength. And like you know like
Okay.
the bodybuilders who do like what is it called, like calisthenics or something like that. or whatever.
Calisthenics?
Oh, where they like
Yeah, where they can like grab a pole and like make their
and
side
go,
yeah.
yeah,
sideways
that's
on
extremely hard.
it. I mean, what if he's just like that? He's like, yeah.
Calisthenic
I don't
elf.
think-
His
Calisthenic
deltoid is
elf.
just like-
Is that what you're saying?
Just massive. He's like, yeah.
I don't think he's that,
That
strong.
small child is a calisthenic elf.
Small child.
I need more lore
This is why I
about
love
the
this
elf
movie. It's
squad.
just so funny.
It's so.
So good.
It's so
Or the
funny.
part where they're like, oh, you're the. It's like the one cop. He's like, oh, you're Charlie. Whatever. You're the Scott
The
Calvin's
Calvin
kid.
kid, yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, yeah, and it's like, then who are these kids? And they're like, we're elves with attitude.
It was
What if
so
them just
weird.
it was like, get him, and
Just shoot him in the
yeah, and
face?
just takes out a silenced pistol and just.
Yeah, all those cops like in the ending scene had all their
Elf
guns
Bond.
and they just watched
Yeah,
them
what
leave.
to kill.
What if in that scene when he's taking off, they're just like, get him?
Fire! I was thinking about that too.
I was like,
Gun
he
them
totally.
down.
They could be
Making a
like,
getaway.
take him out.
No, but that scene where they're like going to rescue Santa or whatever, when they're
Yeah.
like tying up the dude. Did you realize they're like just jumping up and down, like
Yes!
just teabagging
They're
the
just like- they're
ground,
like,
and then the rope's like
yeah,
twirling
tinsel.
around Santa on the, or not Santa, the security guard on the chair, and they're just like,
They look
Oh,
like they
oh
were,
my God, I
They look
know
like
that
they were
scene.
peeing
It
with
was so
passion,
funny.
just peeing out
It
a
was so
stream
funny.
of rapid.
Yeah.
that was awesome.
This movie is so great. I
Dude,
love it so
I'm looking at
much.
the actors or like the cast right now, and like they look. I'll pop a couple up on the screen if I like make it this far when I'm rewatching it. But
Oh, some of these are in the second one. This isn't like all from the first. Some
Oh,
of these are
really?
from the second.
well, I mean, here's Charlie, and this man, dude's old.
Also,
Yeah.
hey, can you
Ugh.
look up how old the kid is who played Charlie now?
Like
he
how old he
looks
is now?
He's older than us.
He's
Yeah,
probably like
obviously,
20
'cause the
something.
movie was made in
What does he
1994.
look like?
He's probably like 30
He's
or
35
something.
years old.
Holy crap. Hey, yo, he looks kind of good.
What the heck?
Well, yeah, you don't
sorry.
look
He does
bad when you're
not.
35.
How old's Tim Allen?
Not
He's-
that
Where's the kid?
photo.
62.
Wait, hold on. Look up a recent photo of him.
Bet I could guess. Is it 62?
68.
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah.
He looks
Dang.
good for his age,
Do you
though.
wanna-
Tim Allen reminds me
can't
of my
see.
dad. Not gonna lie. They have the same humor.
Everyone has Tim Allen. Everyone has Tim Allen for a
Just a
dad.
dad.
Yeah, literally the same humor.
Man's just a dad.
He always plays one in every TV show.
Yeah, exactly.
Now,
Nah,
poor
my-
man, he has the 3 daughters.
Oh, I love
What's that show called?
No,
Outnumbered or something?
Last Man
Oh,
Standing.
Last Man Standing.
Last Man Standing is the same thing as Home Improvement.
I love
It is
love
the
that
same
show.
exact
I'm
thing.
pretty sure
Yeah,
it's
they
the
just
one-
watch
gender
that show
swapped
all the
them.
time.
Isn't
Well,
he
not
like
even-
a
not even that.
home
He-
improvement
instead
man
of
in
having-
that show?
Huh?
Isn't he like a home improvement man in that show, or like a?
So in
Yeah.
So
Real
okay.
estate
So
agent?
in Home Improvement, he's a father with 3 sons and a wife that hosts a home improvement show. In Last Man Standing, he's a dad with 3 daughters with a wife and has a like a podcast or whatever, or a blog
He works
Yeah.
at
for
like a
hunting.
he works
Yeah,
at
like a
works
Bass
at
Pro
the
Shop.
He
Pro
owns
Shop.
it. He owns like
and he
the,
owns the
like,
Bass
yeah.
Pro Shop, and it's
Yeah.
like it's the same exact thing,
And he has,
except
like,
he's
a
not
web
working on a
show.
car in this one.
Who do you think?
No, he
gave
does work on
Jack
cars.
that hat?
Does he?
Yeah, it's his pastime.
Then it's the same thing.
It's his pastime in that show.
I guess that's
just
why it's
in that show, he just plays like your typical
And he like
Republican in
Yeah.
Denver.
yeah.
It's in Denver.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's always they always talk about like the Broncos and that, so they always make fun of the Broncos because they're kind of poopy.
Did you have something that?
Anyone else have anything
What did you
to
guys
say?
think of
I
the
was-
set pieces in this movie? Like the sets.
The set pieces.
Like the North Pole looked so cool.
Yeah,
Oh.
the
They
details and
made
the close-ups
like
really
the
good.
workshop.
Talk about the
Good.
details in this movie. Wait till you see the number 2.
Oh yeah, this thing was
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
great.
And
they
number
really
3.
like kind of went crazy with like the workshop and like the
Oh,
different like
yeah.
the
Mhm.
sets. I mean, it was mainly just the workshop, but like they had like everything in there, like the train going around everywhere, all the toys being made.
The
like,
puppet screaming when he pulled down his pants.
Oh yeah. Also, somebody had
Yeah.
to do that for a
Okay,
scene.
you might
which
be
I
thinking
find-
of the wrong movie.
No,
So
he did.
funny.
Okay, no, a scene that was kind of that came off kind of weird to me is the scene where he was like, "You look really good for your age," and he's talking to like the,
Oh, Judy.
and I was like,
She's like, I'm seeing
It's
someone from
1994. It
rapping.
didn't mean anything by it.
I know,
back
but it
then.
still seems creepy.
Well, she
even
did
by-
say
I
that
mean,
she
if
was,
you
like,
saw a
thousands of
1,000-year-old
years
being
yeah, she was
who looked
she
like
was
a
like
child,
1,200 years old.
Yeah,
or something
so-
like that.
you'd be like, "Wow, you don't look
She's
1,000
te-
years old at all."
Okay, I don't mean to go there, but she's technically legal
Oh my
because she's
God.
over 1,000 years old.
True.
So there's nothing weird about it.
They're
Okay,
Anywho.
now if you were in
911.
Tim Allen's shoes, would you be saying that?
Anywho,
they're just old,
If
little children.
I was in
So-
Tim Allen shoes,
All right,
I'd
before
be doing
Zach
coke.
gets,
Before Zach gets arrested.
yeah.
So in
delivering presents in a sleigh with coked up.
talking about like Judy, like they kind of like made that link between like the waitress name being Judy and the elf being Judy as well. Do you think
Yeah.
there could be like some sort of conspiracy of like I don't know, like
I don't know,
what it could
'cause
Why
be?
the hell are there
Because-
conspiracy theories in my Santa Claus?
I don't know, but
It's
because
just coincidence. It's just
Like,
coincidence.
Because
here's
Scott-
the
It's a
conspiracy theories
coincidence.
and
in the
everything.
movie, Scott Calvin made that reference to be like, oh, I was just dreaming, like
Yeah.
it was the waitress's name. I didn't actually go to the North Pole, so I think he used that to like kind of be like, okay, this is not real. I don't believe this. This is how I know this is not real.
Dude, that scene was so funny when he's like riding in the sleigh or whatever, like off in the distance, and the kid's like, "This is awesome, Dad." He's like, "Yeah, I'm definitely going to get my brain or a CAT scan
Yeah.
tomorrow."
Yeah, he's like definitely a CAT scan. That was so funny. I love that.
Listen, to all good night. I'm getting a cat scan.
Tomorrow morning.
I mean, think about how trippy that would be. You just like woken up in the middle of the night, kill Santa, take his sleigh, and just go deliver presents to like every kid who believes in Santa, like around the
You
world.
wake up in like the doctor's room and they're like, "Sir,
and then
you
you
overdosed on LSD last night."
Okay, but then he wakes up in his bed because like he goes to sleep in the North Pole and then wakes up in his bed. So
Yeah,
it's like
how did that happen?
They shipped into his house.
magic, dude.
After
But,
they got cronked hard.
how did they I don't know.
It was in
To
the
me, that would be
Coco.
like, okay, that was just a really wild like fever dream that I just had. like,
Yeah.
In
there's no
Judy's
way.
Coco, she put something in it, so like when they transferred him over,
Dude,
My
that
God.
cocoa
He
not
did it.
bad.
Wake
This
up!
cocoa tastes real
That was
good.
some good cocoa.
it took her 2,000 years
It had a
to get
little.
back.
It had a
that
little
bird.
bit of
Just a little bit of
A little bit of
no,
Xan-
Extra
Zanny.
chocolate.
Xanax.
a little bit of Xanny.
Not too hot, not too cold. But I am glad in this movie though, compared to like other like Santa movies, they didn't go from one house here and then float all the way over there and then all the way back over here. They like went from house to house to house.
I
to
know.
house.
That must be so tedious. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie.
We're not Santa, so
Well,
Santa can't be a woman.
Why can't Santa just
God.
teleport from
Wow,
here
that
to
was
here?
very-
there's a
Yeah.
woman in the
God.
second one.
Makes
It's his
sense.
claws.
Nick's like, cancel me now.
Santa
do it."
himself.
Yeah.
You could just have Mrs. Claus.
There's a
deliver.
Miss or Mrs. Claus.
Yeah, and she can deliver presents.
That's the plot of the second movie.
I read the description, but don't spoil it.
Why
because
would
I'm
you
gonna
do
watch it. What do you mean? I read the what the
Only
You
plot
just
is
said
about.
it either way.
Okay, all I
Yeah.
said that there's
All I
a
have
woman.
to say
There's-
for the second movie is 2 words: Dictator Santa.
There's a there's a story that I want to say, but
What?
What?
Is
Why
it
not?
mean?
Huh?
no, it's about somebody being a little mean
Just
about.
say it. You already brought
Does
it
this
up.
have anything to do with the movie?
It has to do with Santa Claus.
Just
himself.
do it.
So we were trying to
So
sell.
we had a run-in back in my day.
So we have like at my job we have 2 different types of like Santa mugs, like they're of his face, and we have
Yeah.
one where it's just like standard Santa Claus, and then we have one that's an African American Santa Claus. We didn't have any like regular just white Santa Clauses in stock, and so this one lady is like, "Hey, do you have any Santa Claus mugs?" And we tell her, "Oh, well, we have the African American ones," and she goes, "Absolutely not." And we're like,
Jeez.
"Oh,
What, you never used the black Santa?
okay."
I use
Wait,
that
is
one
there?
all the-
That's
yeah,
my
Yeah,
favorite.
it is.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I use that one all the time.
Me
Just,
too.
Like, for ironically, I don't know.
But I was like,
It was a headline on the news. I turned on the
How
news
do
the other
you-
day, and it's like the uprising of Black Santa Claus.
The
I'm just
one
like,
scene.
what did I miss?
what ones?
God.
Oh yeah,
the
no.
cop station
they're
where they
actually.
have all the Santas lined up and like, all right, turn to the right.
Yeah, I was like,
Oh yeah.
I really wanted to be
Wasn't
like,
there like 2 of them
number
that turned
3?
left or something?
That and there was
Not even
also
that.
one that was like
Yeah,
4
they're, like,
feet
turned to the
tall.
right.
Yeah, there's like a
Turn to the
really
left.
tiny one.
And they're like, okay, they couldn't even like, I don't know, make him take off his jacket or something. like they just
There
like,
was like a really skinny
they-
one too.
Yeah, they kept them in their uniforms, like you
Well,
know,
there was
beards
the darker
and everything,
skinned
and they're
one
like,
too.
she was
Yeah.
like, do any of them look like him? She's
Well, I like how
no.
they, like, the joke is like they didn't even care enough to like
No, they just
know
grabbed
what
any
skin
Santa.
color the guy was, so they just had like multiple different ethnicities. It's like they didn't bother to
Heights.
tell him that like we're looking for a white guy.
Or even the height range.
They were just like,
Yeah,
he's
I know.
dressed in a Santa costume.
With a weight
Just go
range.
find him.
Just go arrest.
Well, I mean,
him.
Go
his weight
arrest
has changed
all the
throughout
Santas.
time,
Yeah, true.
So.
Also,
That would
caps out
suck
at
to
a
wake
certain
up
point.
like 1 week later and you're just like,
1 day later.
was it 1 day?
I
I
don't
thought it was
know,
like over a
honestly.
span of like a week.
No,
You
it
got,
literally
like-
Okay,
was
so when
one
I
night.
first watched
Jack-
this movie, I thought
Jack,
the
you-
whole thing happened over a few days.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Well,
it's a
me
whole
too.
year.
No,
Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah. They
don't
gave
say
him
that.
A whole year. Actually, they did. He said, "I'll give you a whole year to get your affairs
yeah,
in order
until
you have to come back for Thanksgiving."
yeah,
Yeah.
Thanksgiving.
But
yeah.
it looked like he didn't even come back until like Christmas Eve or something.
Yeah, because like
So-
the whole time throughout the whole movie, it was basically winter. There wasn't like any summer scenes. Or like
That is
anything.
true.
That's
I
lame.
think
It could
there
be
might
depending on
have.
where he
been-
lives.
When they've shown him just kind of like
I think like more
Getting,
of the
like,
doctor
bigger?
visits
Yeah, I
and
think those were
stuff
more
like
in this
that
like
was
spring.
summer.
Yeah. And
So
summer.
you have those doctor visits, right? And I was thinking about that. This doctor is seeing this guy who increased, what was it like 40 something pounds in a week?
Yeah.
That should be a concern for you. That, and he was like, "Hey, I shaved my face today and it grew back in like a few hours." Just like
Oh,
Oh,
hormonal.
it must be like
Hormonal
hormonal
balance.
or something.
Hormonal
Right.
balance.
any regular doctor would be like, "I'm gonna make a book off of this, and make a crap ton of money."
Yeah.
yeah.
Also, the office scene was just so awkward. It like
I
he
hate
was
that
like
scene.
scraping all like the ice cream out of the glass, and he's like, "Are you
Yeah,
finished?" And he's like,
no, the waitress
really
goes
how I
around. They're all
use-
like, "I'll take a Caesar
I'll
salad."
issue.
He'll be like, he's like, "I'll take the creme brulee, 5 ice creams, a couple chocolate milks,
and a warm chocolate cookie.
and a warm cookie." And then it like goes to the end where he's sitting there scarfing it down.
I saw no issue with that scene.
A note issue?
He said no issue.
saw no
Oh,
issues
I was
with
like,
that
what?
scene.
That was so awkward.
Dude, it was It was so funny. And then they're like, check out our new product. It's like Santa riding a tank, and he's like, no, you cannot do this. They're like, what?
But it's
Yo, calm down.
It's the same thing as like Evan Almighty, how like he
I love that
how
movie.
he grows a beard and then he's like, I can't wear anything else but this, and everyone's like, oh, that's weird. It's like, how is I don't know. It's just a huge plot hole that I've found in movies that I understand.
It's so
I'm
I
funny.
like
dumb.
how it's like when we listen to his
Should write a
art,
book about
it's
it.
like
Yes!
to the tune of Jingle Bells.
I know. Didn't I tell you? I was like, it's a Christmas song.
Yeah.
And he was like, what do you mean?
I didn't pick up on that at first.
I literally, it was like bum 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 bum. Like it was like that.
You're talking about his heartbeat?
His
Yeah.
heartbeat when the doctor
Yeah.
was listening.
I thought he was
so.
I thought he was just suffering from extreme
Because he's
cholesterol.
bleeding jolly.
He's suffering from Santa.
What?
His heartbeat is irregular
bleeding
because he
jolly.
eats too much
Bleeding
sweets. He's like,
jolly?
Yeah,
But I
like
like how like
bum, bum,
no
bum,
matter
Jolly.
how much weight he gains,
Like
he's
Christmas.
still perfectly healthy.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
healthy as a horse.
Yeah.
I don't understand that.
Why can't I-
567-pound horse.
I don't understand that phrase. Healthy as a horse.
I don't know.
I think that's what they said.
You ever seen how
Healthy as a
muscular and
horse.
toned
Yeah,
I have
horses
heard-
are?
I have heard
I mean,
stories
does
of
healthy
horses.
as a turtle sound nice? Because the H in healthy and the H in horse.
Healthy as a.
Do you think horse
Healthy
doctors
as a
say,
hog.
wow, you're as healthy as a human?
Listen, I've heard.
Yeah.
Probably
I-
not, because humans aren't that healthy, apparently.
Also, I've
Not
heard
in
of
America.
I've heard of stories of horses eating the wrong temperature of food and then shitting themselves to death.
I mean, humans do that too.
They are as fragile as.
Okay,
can be.
anyways. Bro, I love how they had like the whole like Santa like the actual claws.
Yeah.
Like on that note card, but in like very small
Yeah.
print around everything. They're like, basically you're Santa now. As soon as you put on the thing
Gosh.
and deliver like one present, you're obligated to be
So
Santa
wait.
Claus forever.
There's
the
a-
rest
That
of
is
your
such a
life.
There's
Mr.
another
Until you
scene.
die.
There's
to
another
do.
scene in the second movie where they show even more magnification, but you'll see that in the second one. It's
So
really
wait,
cool.
what if he never put on the coat?
He wouldn't
Then you wouldn't be.
Then
There would be
the
no
cycle
Tim
would
Allen Santa
continue.
Claus movie.
No more Santa Claus?
No
Someone
more
would've
Santa.
found it.
Someone would have found it, but at like for Christmas it would have been ruined for.
I don't know if
everyone.
anybody would have put it on. Be like, oh, cool, dead guy. Get your
Well,
coat.
I mean, at
The
that point
Santa
it would have just
coat
been
is
clothes.
covered in
Some like
blood.
wrecked out homeless guy just walking by. He's like,
He gets to be Santa now.
"It's so cold.
Santa.
I'm 800 pounds."
He sees on his like, he just looks up and he sees like a big in words. New objective: deliver presents.
Oh.
New objective, survive.
Survive.
What else do you guys have
Huh?
to say about this movie?
I loved it.
I don't know.
It's
I
so
don't know.
great.
I can't
Like,
believe I did not watch
I
this
think
movie
any-
as a
it's
kid.
my favorite movie.
cannot
Oh my
Everybody
gosh.
and their grandma has
Now-
seen this movie.
Now I know you haven't. So this is your first time watching this movie. Have you ever watched Elf before?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Not as good, but it's not as good, but it's really good.
I thought it was alright.
I've never
I
been
love Elf.
I've never been a fan of live action Christmas movies. Excuse me.
Well, it's not really like
They're
it's
so
more of like
good,
a
though.
funny, obviously. 'cause it's
Well, yeah,
fail.
no, I understand that, but top 10, all of my favorite ones are all animated. Yeah.
Like the really old ones.
the one.
I like the one where it
North
has
Pole.
the Heat and
Heat
Heat
Miser.
Miser
I
and
just didn't-
His brother.
the
Cold
Polar
Miser?
Express
Yeah.
movie.
Cold Miser. I don't know.
Full
that
Express.
Oh, I
that
love
one is weird.
I never
I
watched
love
that.
That one
Do you
is
know-
amazing.
Such a
Guys,
vibe.
Jack
You know
does
Tom-
not watch movies from his childhood.
Do you know
I'm
Tom-
oh my
watching Polar
God.
Express next week.
I
We are
guess
watching
so.
Polar Express.
Listen,
I'll watch
it's
it.
not a
That
bad
looks
idea.
interesting.
Oh my
If you want to
God.
preserve those childhood experiences, don't watch. Don't
In
watch
Polar-
What?
movies you
In
enjoyed as a
Polar,
child.
no, in Polar
Yeah,
Express,
don't do
every
it.
person is played as
Tom
is
Hanks.
played as Tom Hanks.
I love
Tom
it.
You
Hanks
know-
plays
Except
as
for the
every
girl.
You know,
I love the
It's
little
fun.
kid with glasses.
Hey,
Do you want to listen to Kendrick Lamar
Got games
or
started
Mo
for you.
Bamba?
Bro, you know who I hate? Like what? Like Santa or not Santa, but like Christmas character. Like I hated the most. But freaking Frosty the Snowman, dude. He creeped me out.
What?
Especially in like one animated.
Birthday.
Dude, he was so creepy,
I
bro.
like that one.
Like when he melted, I was happy. Like I did not want him to be
No,
alive, dude. I
that's
hated him.
Jack.
Bro, he
Oh.
creeped me out
You mean
so
when
much.
the light
Guys,
was leaving
we're
Frosty the
canceling Jack
Snowman's
for Christmas.
eyes?
Bro,
you were
I did not like
smiling with
Frosty the
glee.
Snowman, dude.
my favorite Christmas
Jack
character
doesn't
ever
like
is-
Christmas
is in
joy.
Elf, and it's like when he breaks off the glacier to go to New York. It's like it's the normal one
Bye,
that
buddy.
pops up. And he's like, "Bye, buddy. I hope you have a good trip." And then he just sinks back down in the water.
Oh, I love that.
Best character.
I don't know. All the
How did we switch to different Christmas movies?
all the claymation ones are so
not really much to
good.
talk about.
Because it's the Christmas episode.
The,
Land of Lost
Christmas
Toys
month.
is so good.
Rudolph, the Red-Nosed Reindeer, is a really good classic one.
Yeah.
Oh, that was my favorite.
Love that one.
I watched that
Yeah.
one Christmas, like one
Really?
holiday Christmas season. I literally watched that every single day, like in December leading up to Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about
Partly because
the
my mom let
two
me stay up at night,
live-actions,
but-
It's a Wonderful Life and White Christmas?
I've never seen that. I've
You've
never
never
seen
seen
either
It's a
of those?
Wonderful Life?
Mm-mm.
It's my mom's favorite, so I've had to watch it. It's really
My dad's
sad.
favorite, yeah. It
It's-
got me crying.
it kinda
Each
has
time
the
I watch
same-
it.
Well, I'm not watching that.
Well, it has the
No,
same.
but it's a good movie.
It has the
My
same
family
sort of
always
like.
watches A Christmas Carol.
Yeah, it has the same sort of.
Which one's a
What is it
Christmas
about?
Carol
Because I
again?
remember watching one
It's
about
the one
this
with the
father who like died and
Oh,
he
yeah,
turned
that's
into a
that one.
snowman. Is that what it is?
No, not a
No,
snowman.
that's no. I know
What
exactly
is that
which
one?
you're
What is
talking
that one?
about.
Because there's a
Sounds like a
movie.
horror movie.
If I'm not mistaken, it's Jack Nicholson. No wait,
No, there's a movie. There's a movie where this like guy or something
I
like
have
he
it on
dies,
VHS.
and his son is like sad, and all of a sudden
old
his like Christmas spirit, like because it was during Christmas time, his Christmas spirit turned into a snowman, and
What
he
the
like
heck?
comes alive
What are you
every
on?
night or something.
Jack Frost. It's a 1990.
Yeah, that
It's
one.
Michael Keaton. It's
That
Michael
one.
Keaton who
That
plays as
one.
it. So I'm not crazy.
It was such a weird ass movie because like in the movie like the like snowman was trying to go inside and like say, "Hey, I'm your husband" to the wife or something, but like he would melt every time.
Oh my god, it looks.
What?
So sad.
It looks.
So
I haven't
horrible.
seen it. I don't know if that's actually what happens. But, oh my god, it's so.
Can I see
Is that Frosty the Snowman?
Wait, show me.
That's Jack Frost.
Show me that.
You've never seen this? I have it on VHS. It's terrifying.
Oh
It's
my god,
so-
fuck
I've
that.
never watched that.
That's
The Christmas horror
No.
movie.
That movie was awful.
No, it's
that is
so
oh my
creepy.
God.
That would literally dramatize me. It just like I open the doors like, I'm your husband, love me, and it just fucking melts and falls over.
God.
Nick, we're just gonna
Now
pop. Oh god.
Oh, it's so awful.
Oh god, it's
So
scary.
stupid.
It's just so derpy looking.
He plays as somebody different. He's not just like, I'm your dad and I don't approve of your boyfriend.
or he's not Batman.
But the premise of what I was saying is just Christmas movies are so like so derpy sometimes, but they're it just that's what makes it funny. I don't know.
Oh.
I love Christmas.
Oh!
We gotta do a Hallmark Christmas
No.
movie.
Okay, those are the movies I
Dude,
hate.
they all
My
have the
mom,
same premise.
my mom and
No.
I
sister
literally
love
thought this was a
Hallmark
Hallmark
movies
movie.
so
No.
much, and I
What
hate
is that?
them.
Ah!
I thought this was a Hallmark.
That's scary!
Dude, that's so creepy.
Say
dude.
again.
Jack Frost!
Father help.
Oh my god.
My boy!
All the Hallmark Christmas movies,
They're all the
they
same.
all have the same premise. It's
All
like,
the same.
It's like a girl who's the main
God.
character, and then like a boy who like
Hold on,
moves
hold on,
home
hold
from like
on.
a big city.
Audio
Yeah.
listeners, we're having a weird visual.
Or they
Yeah.
gender swap it, and it's the
That-
boy who's the
Yes.
character.
We wish you could though. Don't break the equipment.
It's so
I didn't break
stupid.
I will kill you.
And
I didn't
it's
break
every
it.
single movie is
In-game.
like the same exact thing.
All right,
What the fuck?
All
guys,
right.
what is our
See,
timestamp
fucking-
right now?
You
What?
got- You got like 2 hours, guys.
That's
2
scary.
hours.
Two
I'm just
hours.
kidding. It's
This
been
snowman's fucking a
47
woman.
minutes.
How long?
47 minutes.
We can't put that
47.
image up, but
All right, well, I don't want to see that.
What is that?
You can just Google
it's
it.
the Jack Frost going to town.
What the? Is that a woman?
Yeah.
Wait, Jack Frost. Hold on.
You know
Alright.
what you should
Well,
never
anyways,
Google?
All right,
So,
guys.
like,
Audience,
we
Based
finished
on
The
like
Russian
y'all who
sleep
have watched the
experiment.
second and third movie, obviously you can't really participate. You can voice your opinion, but like, which
sit
would you
there and
prefer is like your favorite out of the 3 movies?
Definitely the second one. I feel like. Come on, Dictator Santa's so fun.
Okay, I
Toy
see.
one.
I'm gonna say like
Kidding.
they're all my favorite movie. I
Yeah.
like the first one because it shows like him becoming Santa.
Yeah.
But I would say
They're all very different.
they're all different and they all have their like the
Own
things I'm
vibe.
like, oh my god, this is so bad, or like I'm like this is sad because like I don't want that to happen to Santa or something. I don't want to spoil any of them, but
I like the second one.
the third one is pretty good because
think
it goes back to the beginning. I'm only gonna say that it goes
Yeah.
back to the beginning. I like the third one, but definitely the first one is my favorite. I'd say.
It's definitely one of those rare movies where they make a sequel and the sequel's just as good as.
Oh my god, they're all so good.
At least
Yeah.
in my
yeah, I'd have to say the first one's my favorite so far because it's the only one I've seen.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But I'm
Definitely
willing to
first
give the
one,
other
yeah.
the other two a try because they seem very
No,
funny.
but yeah,
What do you
definitely the
think,
first one is my favorite.
Out of the 3,
Yeah.
I haven't seen the other 2 in ages.
Oh my god.
Me neither.
Okay, so
I don't-
This,
No, I know what the I know. I know
didn't
what
wanna
the,
put Jack-
I know
I'm
what
going
the
to
other
tell
two-
you the
I know
entire
what the other
plot,
two
and
are.
then you decide.
I know what the other 2 are about, but yeah, I'm probably gonna have to agree with Zach just
The
because.
second one's just so fun.
It's
It is
so
good.
funny
It is
seeing
so good.
Dictator Santa.
All right, we gotta watch that next.
I don't like
the naked, like where he pops out, just
Yeah,
no
it's like,
clothing.
Wow, that I forgot what he says, but when he pops out, he has no clothes on.
the third one.
Wow, it's really to size, scale to size.
The third one, if I'm not mistaken, it's like if he never became Santa or whatever.
Yeah, that. Okay, well,
Sorry.
we shouldn't have said anything about that, but
Yeah.
It
well,
I
probably-
didn't remember. I
it
didn't
probably
remember
says
what it
that
was.
in the
it goes back to the beginning.
But I've
like,
always
Yeah.
hated. Sorry, but I've always hated like things that do that. It's like
a what
this
if?
Never. I've always hated. I mean, the series What If. I
Yeah.
understand that, but I hate like where it's a series and then in the middle of it, like Carly did one.
Nope. If you
Yeah.
love-
Did one.
Friends
If you,
did one.
if you love one, you gotta love them all.
See,
Shut
I
up.
don't know.
love
I
What
think
If,
I think
gotta
I like
love
it
it all.
because it just shows like what he could have like been missing out in his life and like do better or
Yeah,
something.
Tim Allen.
It's like a lot of the Christmas
Yeah.
movies too,
At the
where it's like
at the
the
beginning of that one,
past,
they,
like present, and future.
I don't think it's
Yes.
really a spoiler, but it's like they have all the. It's not just Santa; they have all the other.
Oh wait, no, stop. Don't. That's in the
Stop what?
second movie too.
Bro, chill.
Yeah, they
Oh,
have all
yeah.
the yeah.
I'm in a chick.
Okay.
What about you, Alex?
We're gonna
I
make
was
Jack.
favorite?
We're gonna make Jack watch all the movies, so like we don't spoil anything. But
What was your
Alright.
favorite?
I don't know. The second one kind of cringed me out a little
Cringed
too
you
much.
out?
yep,
Yeah.
because
You
of the
found
dictator.
Dictator Santa
Call it
cringe?
Kecker.
Well,
I really want to
Between-
see this now because of Dictator Santa.
The Dictator
funny.
Santa, it's just I just hated seeing like that. It was interesting
Yeah,
Yeah,
how
how
they
they
Tim
made
Allen does
kind of point.
Does do that
Like,
pretty
It's-
well,
it
yeah.
made me uncomfortable to watch those scenes.
You're not supposed to love Dictator Santa.
It does.
That's why he's
but
the
like
best.
it's
But
part
I
of the
love
reason
him.
why I didn't favor those of all
I
the
want
movies.
him to dictate me.
What?
You remember what I'm talking about?
I know
I don't want to say
every
it, 'cause-
single part.
but. There's
Alright,
the part
wait.
where he drinks hot cocoa.
All right, me
Nick,
and
what is
Zach
your
love
favorite?
this movie franchise.
I didn't
was
even
my
get to my
favorite.
favorite
Yeah, what is your
part.
favorite,
I'm in the
Nick?
same
Alright.
boat as like Nick and you because I haven't seen the other.
Oh,
Oh, for real?
my God.
So,
Oh, in ages. Okay.
We
at
gotta
least you've
watch
seen it.
them.
She didn't. She
putting
didn't
my-
say
putting
her
my arms
favorite
up,
yet.
'cause I
Oh,
don't
I'm
know.
sorry.
Oh,
Y'all already cut me off. It's
They-
like,
they
all
cut
right,
you off, not
what
me.
about you,
Called
Nick?
it cringe, and we
Sorry.
took that personally.
we love
I
these
mean,
movies.
I started my sentence. You're like, all right, she's done. That's
Tim
it.
Allen.
Alright, back to
I'm
the
the
movie.
You're
angry
done. You're done.
But so that's probably one of my, I don't know, between that and the first movie, debating between my least favorite. Third one, favorite.
Really?
By all, yeah.
No, yeah, that's what I said. But
By all,
Do you
The
like-
third one is
do
pretty
you like
good.
the antagonist in that one?
yeah.
yes.
You said the third one's your favorite?
The third
Third
one.
one.
The third
Yeah.
one was
Fair enough.
good because it like he just messed everything up. Oh
Which
my
one
God.
had Jack
I know.
Frost in it?
Can you shut
Can
up?
you shut? Jack hasn't
Bro,
seen
what
it.
the frig?
You asked me.
Okay,
It's
it
not
is
very
on
much
the
of a
cover of the
spoiler.
movie.
You guys are literally saying the second one has a Dictator Santa in it, and
didn't say
that's not a
Jack
spoiler.
Yeah, but that doesn't give anything away.
Neither does Jack Frost.
Okay,
So
you're gonna
anyways,
stop talking now.
anyways, Han
It's
Solo
my
dies.
podcast. You all stop talking.
No, shh.
What?
I don't want to ruin it for you. Okay.
So let's go all around and just say what we want. For
So yeah, third one's my favorite one because I really enjoyed it.
Isaac, what would you like for Christmas? I'd like to know.
But
Alright,
yeah,
cool.
I
Vicky,
feel like
what
the
would you-
first movie was definitely like an introduction
I
and like how
don't know.
Santa became the way he was. So it kind of like started kind of getting the second and third movie prepared and setting up for it. I feel like the first movie is way too short. If like
Really?
really anything
No,
happened,
it's
It
that
is
movie.
an hour and
perfect.
like 30 minutes.
No, it's the perfect
I know
length.
it feels like it's a lot shorter.
I haven't heard that before.
If the movie feels like enough stuff didn't happen in it for it to feel that short, I didn't feel like it was that good. It definitely.
Cut that out.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Wait, what happened?
I'm
I don't
sorry.
know what happened.
I don't know.
Alex is speaking, and Zach literally said something that made us all like.
No,
Alex,
I'm
come
sorry.
back.
This happened in the last podcast.
You said-
The Alex
You
cast.
said.
What would we
You
do
said.
without you?
you-
This happened in the last podcast.
She said it's
Okay.
literally.
And
I
literally
literally tried talking and I was get cut off and I just get so mad
It's
at y'all
not
for
me, it's the
interrupting.
Santa.
I'm sorry.
It's the Santa Claus.
Listen,
We're all invested.
Hey, Alex, you can go
You
now.
s-
No,
Well,
shut
no,
up. Shut
I'm
up.
explaining
shut
myself.
Up.
I'm
Nick,
Shut
no,
up.
Nobody cares about you, dude. We're
All
talking
right,
about Alex.
shut up.
Shut up.
Me.
Shut up.
You always interrupt her.
Shut up,
Yeah,
Vicky.
Nick, no one cares
It's
about
literally
you.
Zach,
What?
Zach, shut
Every
up.
single podcast you've interrupted me. At
Yeah,
least
Nick,
5
it's
times.
all your fault.
Hey guys.
What?
All right, Alex,
Alex,
you
you
can
can
do.
go now.
You continue speaking, Alex. What were you saying?
I feel like the viewers didn't hear, so I'm just gonna read a little bit. The first movie is kind of like a setup for the second and third movie. Felt very short. Shortness, generally I like that.
Oh, word.
about it,
Yeah.
but
I
How
don't know,
long
I
are the
think it was-
second and third movies?
I
Are
don't
they
remember.
like 2 hours?
It felt like it was a lot longer because I had more things happening in it, which was like kind of got me more invested.
I think they're all the same length.
Are
No,
they?
but it felt like it was longer compared to this one. It
Can
felt
you
shorter.
not?
I'm just sitting here.
Okay.
Stop!
I'm just breathing.
You're making penis jokes.
Maybe
on our
you should
podcast.
stop breathing.
I'm sorry. It's the
But
most
that was
wonderful
it.
time of the year.
For penis jokes. It's the most.
The big kahuna
I think
clause
we
is
should,
getting all
guys.
cold.
I think we should stop this podcast.
I
At
thought
this
we
point.
were gonna talk about what we
He
want for
hasn't done the
Christmas,
ratings
man.
yet.
What the heck?
What,
Skip
Alex?
me.
What do you want for Christmas?
What do you want for Christmas?
I want you for you to stop interrupting me.
Well, that's definitely not what you're doing.
That's definitely not gonna happen.
Let's get a round of applause for that one. 'Cause I think it's about time.
Alright.
We're gonna dedicate the next minute and a half to just the Alex cast. And
Alrighty, guys. Welcome back to our podcast.
the intro counts.
That's it.
Your time's going.
Okay, that was a short minute. All right,
Wow.
ratings time.
Subscribe.
If that was a minute and a half, I'm happy.
We're going to the ratings now, right? Or
I'm on fire today. I don't know what's going on.
should I start the ratings? Because I'm like off
Yes.
the camera.
Yeah.
Is it time for ratings? I guess it is.
do it.
Yeah. Let's just do
Wait,
it
wait,
before
Nick,
Zach makes
Nick,
any more
what's
jokes.
your favorite movie?
We already said.
Die Hard.
Cool. All
Alright.
right. Let's start
He already,
doing this
it was
rating.
the third one he said. All right, Nick, you go first.
So-
No,
What's
let's
your
start
rating?
with Alex
No, this
because
is-
Alex is special.
Stop interrupting me!
What's that?
You're not even in this podcast. You're on the
Wow,
sidelines.
that's so crazy.
Nick,
Wow.
you're on the sideline. You're not even in this podcast.
Kill me.
I'm gonna get you.
Oh my gosh. Okay,
Are you
fine.
getting her
I've never
All
heard
right.
you make that.
Nick, you're on the sideline.
She literally
I
What does that
work
mean?
all the
Well,
time.
you're not on the
Never heard
table.
Alex
Hey,
talk
Vicky,
about it.
Hey, I didn't
Hey,
need to
Vicky.
give a rating if
Hey,
I
Vicky,
was on the
do you
side
see the
speaking.
camera? Do you see the? Oh, now it's on Alex for the rest of the podcast. Now we're
What about these
that's so
guys?
crazy.
Huh? What about these guys?
They can come over
They
here.
can just suffer with
Yeah.
you.
Okay, all right, we don't care anymore.
Guys, I want.
Who's giving the rating?
I want a rating.
Gosh.
Go. No.
Okay, Nick, go. Give your rating, dude.
Oh,
Hey,
okay,
Jesus
fine, go.
God.
It's classic movie. 8 out of 10. Go.
Cool.
Zach.
Nice. I get a 10 out of 10. Honestly.
Are you serious?
I am not lying.
I don't blame
This
you.
is my 10 out of 10 movie.
I don't blame you.
Yes,
Fair enough.
I will give this a
You're
10
giving
out of
it 10
10.
out
This
of
is my
10?
first 10 out of 10, and
Hey,
I love this movie.
2 10
What
out
are
of
you
10s?
giving
All
it?
right,
It's too
Jack.
good. to
I'm
not-
giving it. I don't know if I should give it. A
This is
10
our
out of
Christmas
10.
special. This is the best
No, Jack,
movie that I
Jack,
have ever
don't-
watched in the Christmas
Don't
time.
fall for the bandwagon.
I was gonna- I
What
was
do
gonna
you
give it,
feel
like-
honestly?
I was giving it a 9 out of 10. I thought it was pretty great.
going 9
I
out of
want
10.
the only reason why I give it a 9 out of 10 is 'cause I wish it was a little bit longer. Like, kind of agree with Alex. Like,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that
It was
game
very-
it gets you wanting more. That's the thing.
that's true. I mean, that's the only reason why. But
You guys,
9 out of 10.
I
You're doing it
don't-
on purpose, right?
I don't.
Nick's like, from a film standpoint,
know.
I hated this movie.
I know,
I'm giving
but-
it a 6 out of
It's too
10.
short and it left me wanting more. Like, what?
I don't know what like.
Are you supposed to expect me to
I
sit here and
didn't do
not
it.
do anything?
I didn't do it on purpose.
I don't know what's. Never mind.
What's your rating, Nick?
Give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
Not.
How dare you?
I'm
Alex?
leaving it there.
I give it a 6.
What?
Oh,
Are you kidding me?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I respect that. I respect that.
How? Wait, explain why. Okay, because me and Zach love this movie. Why did you have
I
the
mean,
need
it's still
to
over
rate it
I
so?
enjoy it.
I know,
but like, out of any Christmas movie, if I were to choose the Santa Claus series, that's my least one that I choose.
okay, but like it's
didn't-
still like a
Yeah.
great 10 though.
No.
I'd
Obviously
say
not.
that. I'd say I give
No.
all of the movies 10s because
Alright.
they're all
I
great.
understand where you're coming from.
Alex is like,
Listen,
it's
But-
a
Are you
great
ready?
6.
Oh my god.
Are we ready for the rating?
Yes.
What is it?
No, wait. I thought Alex wasn't done.
It better be a freaking
Is he
10.
done? Okay.
8.5 out of 10.
It should
Wait,
have
I
been
can
higher.
become Zach really quick.
It should have been
No,
higher.
don't do this
Right.
again.
No.
You do this like this is so stupid.
Zach,
no.
look at the camera.
Oh my god. Wow. Wow. This is so
All
funny. Wow.
So,
Alright, well,
and
thank
then-
you.
Anywho.
Nicole for you.
Honestly, I think this movie could have been rated higher, but it's fine.
Thanks for watching.
That's pretty good.
If you
I
like
don't
this,
know why
if you like this
movie is rated
podcast,
PG.
make.
Oh, why are you ending it?
Yeah,
We're
you're
talking.
out of the screen.
Stop.
We
You're
just
not
gave.
in
We
the
just
screen.
gave the final review.
Yeah,
So?
but nobody
We're
can
still
see
talking.
it.
Okay, but we're still talking.
I'm seeing what.
We just
I am
bullied.
IMDb
We love you,
IMDb
Nick. Thank you for
Hey!
being here, Nick.
I could end you all with
All
a-
right,
with
what?
a heartbeat.
IMDb gave this movie a 6.5 out of 10.
Oh my god.
They're haters.
How?
How
Okay,
dare
so
they.
like I'm not kind of the same with them.
Man,
Wow.
Alex must be like head of
No.
IMDb or something.
So if
Well,
any
this is my
fans of the
podcast,
Alex
so-
cast, yeah, that's no more.
Rotten Tomatoes gave it
We
a
have parted
72%.
A what?
So
Yeah.
kind of similar.
72% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I mean,
Rotten
I
Tomatoes a bunch of
guess.
normies. So.
Dang.
What about the other movies?
All
I can
right,
argue
what?
with somebody who
What's
gets
the
paid
other
to do it.
movies?
The other movies?
Number 2 and 3.
I bet
The
three's the
second one,
lowest.
Probably.
oh.
They're not.
Maybe.
It'll take me a minute to find them.
All right. Well,
Anyway,
While
thanks for
we
watching.
have
Damn.
y'all waiting.
56% on Rotten Tomatoes for Santa Claus 2. Or
Yeah.
the Santa
Okay,
Claus
they
2.
don't know what they're doing.
second
I'm
one's
gonna
still
say that.
gonna be last,
They don't know what they're doing.
And then the
No,
third one, oh my gosh!
30.
What?
They're on a 17% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow.
4.8 out of 10 on
Um,
IMDb.
They don't
It's
know
not that
taste.
bad.
I'm gonna
Oh
say
my
this
God.
now.
I just want to see the
They
top.
don't know taste.
I want to see
Yeah,
the
because
top.
that's the issue.
I want to
Hang
see
on.
the top rating for Santa
I
Claus
love
2.
this
Just be like.
movie.
And it
Santa
says the
Hitler.
audience score was 39%
Santa.
on for Santa Claus 3 for the audience score. Oh my gosh.
No
Everybody
litter.
hated this movie, I guess.
Vicky, what's your favorite show to watch?
I love many shows.
What's your top?
I can't choose one
Like out of everything.
because I'll go from one I'll go from watching dramas and then I'll go from watching mysteries and then I'll go from watching like fantasy.
What's
I
your-
watch like literally every single week. It changes.
What's your most recent favorite show?
I don't know because the most recent show I'm watching now is because I started watching it 2 years ago.
You're avoiding the question. What is it?
The originals.
But it's like My Little
No, I
Pony.
don't even know that. I can't make fun of
All right.
that.
It's a TVD
Okay,
sequel.
we're ending this. We're ending this.
The Vampire Diaries.
Supernatural is good though.
I know. That's what I'm watching.
We're ending
It's
it.
not-
Nick's just trying to get Vicky to say Grey's Anatomy or some dumb crap like that.
I've been
So-
watching that for like 3 years now.
Okay, nobody cares. Jack, take us away.
All right, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in for this amazing Christmas special podcast. We just want to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for being here.
What is
And
Don't forget to leave out the milk and
What is-
cookies for the Big Kahuna Claus.
Yeah.
Am I getting in on this?
It's gonna be coming around.
Okay.
Make sure to
Um,
get all your
No
cookies
raisins.
out. Ew.
and
Gross.
yeah, we
And, soy milk
make sure you
is
like,
just-
follow, comment, subscribe. I don't know,
we
saying
thought,
roast us again like we got roasted in the Dune podcast because
Follow us on our
Yeah,
socials.
and tell these people that this movie is the best.
really get
roasted. It was kind of just constructive criticism.
No, I think we
Why
got
is everyone
roasted.
crying?
But
We appreciate
All right.
This is
the
the last
comments.
episode.
No.
No.
Season 1, everybody. See you in season 2.
nah. All right,
Totally could be.
peace out though. Peace out.
Peace.
Bye guys.